about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's the rookie first-rounder, Jalen Phillips, who works in to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The return man, Wilson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On play action, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. Check down to Breida. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw there taken in by Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
second down and 3. Ball on the 7th. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Now it's Wilson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jones again on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Tua on 4th down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Beasley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From his end zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 92 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a give running left is Breida, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 4. 35 before going out.
It's a game of 35. First down, Buffalo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question Was the knee, in fact, down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second and 11 now. Tua able to find Jones. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Tua to throw. And this is caught by Parker. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run it in with Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him.
A score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and